All right, so we're going to dive right in. First thing, this first week, we're just writing everything inside of Google Chrome. Now, inside of Google Chrome, you have developer tools and you have a console tab. Now, a console is something called a REPL. It stands for Read, Evaluate, Print Loop. And basically means that we have a JavaScript environment uh, running inside of our browser. And we're going to use that for this whole week. We're not going to save any of our code. We're not going to do anything like that. We want to get used to the idea of writing code and not having it stored anywhere. Okay, because um, what I ran into when I was learning was I would write down the code and then I would not really know how to do it. I wrote it down. I wrote it down once and then I moved on. So we need to be able to recall the information when we need it. So when we're writing this stuff, we're going to be writing the things over and over again. And so we're going to learn this stuff. And then in the next section, we're going to have to recall it from our memory. So that hopefully is going to help us to really cement what we're doing, to get some reps in, so to speak. We do not want to do a lesson and move on. We want to do the lesson and then explore it, um, practice it, type it out um, in order to really cement this stuff into our brain. So I'm going to turn up my mic just a tad. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. All right. So there you go. Sorry, you got a picture of my keyboard. That was unintentional, but good laugh to get started. So here we are inside of Google Chrome. If you don't have Google Chrome, you can likely do this in another browser, but if you want to follow along, download Google Chrome. Now, you'll hit Control Shift I if you're on a PC. If you're on a Mac or anything else like that, then you may need to do something else. Look that up. I'm not on a Mac, but I'm sure you can find it. So now we've opened up the console by hitting Control Shift I, and now we can type something in, okay? And it gives us an error. This hello is not defined. So why is that? Um, well, when we're typing things in here, it was thinking, oh, hello must be a variable. All right. So if we want to declare a variable, then we can say something like let, and then we'll say hello equal, and then we're going to give it some text. Now, if we want to create some text, it's called a string, and we need quotations. So we're going to put a quotation, we'll put hello world. You're going to see this if you're ever doing program, people will always start off like this. It's a tradition of sorts. And we can now say let hello equal undefined, and it returns to us undefined. That's normal. So now if we type in hello, it's going to tell us what information was stored inside of that variable. Now we can change what is inside of hello by now assigning it to be something else. We could even make it a number, 42. All right, now if we type in hello, we get 42. So variable is a variable because we can change the information in it. So in this case, we have hello, all right, and we want it to become hello world again, okay? And now if I hit enter, it's back to being hello world, and I can do something uh, called basically concatenating, right? I can add two strings together. I can say hello world plus equals, and then I'm going to put space, great job. and see what happens. Now it's combined those two strings together, right? So, and exciting. So now we see we can do some stuff with strings. Now, let's practice making a variable. We're going to say, okay, well, let name equal, and then you put in your name. I'm going to put Jason in here. Now, what if I want the string hello to output some information with a variable inside of it? All right. So the best thing to do, if I have a question like that, I implore you not to go and look for a video to do it. I know you're here in this video right now, but I would like for you to start in between the videos that we do, getting excited about what are some other things that we could do, and then looking for that information. So I have some information. So in JavaScript, I'm just typing this in JavaScript, how can we output a variable in a text string? Okay. And let's see what it tells us. String concatenation, okay, or template literals. Okay, so let's think about what that is. We learned how to concatenate, so that would be something like hello, right? We said hello equals that, and then we want to say um, plus equals. That's actually changing the variable. So we could say hello plus, when you do that, let's just try it. Hello plus, and we'll put space, okay? And then we'll say plus, and we're going to put in name. Okay, that worked. So we added some strings together. All right, well, let's say that's good, but I want to put something like hello world, great job, comma, Jason, exclamation point. So it's like inside of that great job part. So how could I do that? Well, let's say that name, I'm sorry, hello, right? Hello, we're going to make it something new. We're going to make it a template literal. Okay, so we use backticks, and we're going to put hello, hot gecko, hello, world. All right, and we said great job. That would be really nice to ourselves. Great job. And then we want to put name in there. So we're going to use this syntax that if you read this, it will kind of tell you this syntax, $ curly braces syntax. All right. We're going to say $ curly brace, and then we're going to put name in there, close curly brace, and then we're going to finish it off with a backtick. Okay. Now, if we say hello, it's going to tell us hello, great job, Jason. And then if we change the name to be Rachel, whoops, need quotations, Rachel, all right, then we can say hello, and now we get hello, world, great job, Jason. That's not what I expected. So why is that? What is name? Name is Rachel. Hello equals, and then so we put it in there, but why is it showing up like that? The string got created with my name in there, but when we changed Jason, it didn't change. So why is that? We need to find out. So I'm going to say when I stored a template literal in a variable and then change the variable, the template, the original variable text output didn't change. See what it tells us. It's evaluated immediately and the resulting string is stored in a variable. This means that, so basically saying it like put that into the variable. So to get an updated string, you need to reevaluate. Greeting, hello Bob, name, greeting, updated string, and it was reassigning the variable template, reassigning the template literal to the variable, creating a new variable, updated template literal. So we would have to do something like this. Hello equals template literal hello name. Now it is hello Rachel. Okay, so we learned something, right? So this is the way that we want to approach learning to code, is that we're going to start doing stuff and then we're going to run into some challenges and we're going to need to look up some information and we're going to have to figure it out. Now, in the context of this course, we are going to be trying to make a to-do app. So that's where we're going to pick up in the next video, is looking at, well, what is a to-do list, and figuring out what are some ways that we can store information in JavaScript. So see you there.